guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Brenda with Beat Art, and I have a different kind of video for you today. I have spent the last few months creating so many pieces of poured art, but unfortunately this means I've got a lot of acrylic skin left over. I thought that I could store them for use in future crafts, but my storage ideas turned out to be a little unsuccessful. So that's when I decided that I'd like to create a book to store my skins in. And of course, it couldn't just be a plain folder. So I went on YouTube and I found a book tutorial from Sandy Allnock, who I will link below. I started off by cutting out a hole using the label as a guide, along with a ruler. I kept slicing through until I was able to poke the center through the cover. This took a few swipes. It took a lot of swipes. Next, I filed the edges of the hole to get rid of any jagged lines and the debris. I laid the book flat and then I used a sponge brush to coat the cover with a thin layer of Mod Podge. Then I adhered the first layer of torn tissue paper. I made sure to leave some paper hanging over the edges so that I could fold them over and create a smooth edge. I smoothed the first layer down with another coating of Mod Podge, then I started working on my second layer of paper. I waited for it to dry completely, then it was time to add paint. Using varied brush strokes in order to really get the paint in the cracks, I covered the entire thing with acrylic. In the next step, I added yellow and red liquid ink from Liquitex. Now my favorite step in this whole process was using the distressed inks to really stain the crevices. After the ink had settled a bit, it was time to add a little brown paint. I used a combination of burnt umber and burnt sienna with a tiny bit of crimson acrylic paint. Then I thinned them out with water to keep it mostly transparent. Then it was time for the finishing glaze with some more Mod Podge. I went through a lot of Mod Podge throughout this whole project, but I've never used Mod Podge before, so I wasn't sure what to expect. While the book dried, I turned to focus on the lettering for the cutout. I am not a calligrapher, so I sketched out the script and then I used a brush pen to fill it out. Afterward, I used the distressed inks to weather the page and then I sealed it with Mod Podge. adhered the lettering to the back of the cover using the cutout piece as a backing. Then I covered the inside of the book with a patterned paper. The last step was to take my skins and slip them into the sleeves. And here is my book. I had so much fun on this project, and I really hope that this was entertaining to watch. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this type of video, and if you have any requests for future projects, because I absolutely love this and I would like to continue to make DIYs. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see future videos from me, and as always, thanks guys!